So I grew up in Phoenix and all different types of places, mostly the rural areas of Phoenix. I've lived in Glendale, Avondale, Peoria, South Phoenix, downtown, and in every place that I lived in. All the environment was very trash, lots of litter. The streets were rough. There was high crime. There was a lot of older buildings. There wasn't really like greenery, like gardens. The parks would always be with like dead trees, dead grass, dirt. There was lots of pollution. I never really saw solar power on houses. I would rarely see recycling bins outside of schools. Um, the main elements in my life would be just going outside. I remember always going to the park, always just being outside, hiking, mountain. Um, but I guess the most important things that were in my daily life were just surviving and getting by. My family grew up um, poor, and it was rough, and it was really rough for a really long time. In food stamps, my mom got a lot of unemployment, job after job. So it was really rough growing up, and going to school and having a good education was hard. Moving to many different places, making sure that we have a roof over our head to sleep in and food in our mouths was just our most important thing, honestly. The most people that I interacted on a daily basis were my siblings. Both my parents were separated, so I had two different households, but my parents were really around, and it was a really rough household. Both households were really rough, so mainly I just stick with my siblings, making sure that they are good, making sure that we are safe, making sure, again, just taking care of each other as best as we could. And I'm the oldest, so that was my job. We really didn't really go anywhere. We didn't really have any money to go to the malls or go to like the water parks or just big family gatherings like that. So it was just school or home, or again the park, an outside area. Um, um, our way of going places was for a long time, for about 5 or 6 years, we were in public transportation system, didn't have a car, so we would get around by the bus, and I guess my unique pass, um, the sustainable part of my life back then was that we didn't let food go to waste, and all my clothes were from Goodwill, so we really recycled clothes. We did recycle cans. I think it was mainly my mom would recycle cans mainly to get money out of them, but in turn it did help the environment, as I see now. Again, yeah, food didn't go to waste, and yeah, upcycling clothes and recycling clothes has been a thing that I still do today. My unique past, I look back now and I see and have noticed all the different places that I lived, and now I have my own space and my own environment and my own life that I live, and I choose to live it way more sustainable than what my upbringing was, because I'm more educated, more knowledge. I have more knowledge now from school. Honestly, high school was when I even found out what sustainability was, what climate change was, and I just look back now and I want to live in an area where there is greenery and there is solar power, and I myself am doing things in my own life and my daily routine that is going to help the environment and help the world and help, the planet all itself, Um, Human values come into play because people care about the world, and they care about the world that they live in and not wanting it to get worse. People are passionate about it and want to do something and are very serious about it and do everything in their power, and all their values are put into that. But I feel like it all depends on how you were raised to have those values, because there's people that don't care at all and just go on about their days and not caring about the planet, or don't really have the resources or education to what sustainability is. And then there's people like me who are very passionate about it and see it as an important thing and see it as something that more people need to be involved in. So